Hey teachers and parents, and welcome to Math Unlocked, where I get to offer you math strategies for grades 3, 4, and 5. My name is Miss McCarthy, and I'm the creator of McCarthy Math Academy. And I'm on a mission to make math fun, make it click, and make it stick for you. That way you can get out there and support the students that you work with. In today's episode, we're going to break down a third grade skill which involves comparing numbers. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it and let me teach you. All right, so in this episode, we're going to compare three numbers. Sometimes it might be 2, 3, 4, 5, however many numbers, but today we have three numbers. So we have 4,068, 4,608, and 468. Notice that all of these numbers are separated by a semicolon. It could also be separated by a comma, which can get kind of confusing for students because then they're seeing the commas in the numbers themselves and in the other one. So I teach my students that if they're seeing a bunch of commas and the comma is separating the number, try to make it stand out and put a semicolon instead. So they may see either one. Now this seems like a simple skill, but students tend to make a lot of mistakes with this. For the purpose of this episode, let's imagine that we're going to compare these numbers from least to greatest, okay? The lowest number first. And students tend to make mistakes with this because they're often taught to compare the first numbers, right? We've got 4, 4, and 4. Those are the same, so move on. So the next digit is 0, 6, and 6. So now we're down to these two, and you can see here that I'm actually making a mistake that students commonly make here because, yes, we know that this one should be our lower number, but students will start by comparing the first digit that they see. So it's important that they know how to compare based on place value. So you can see here my page is set up to compare these three numbers using place value and a number line. And our goal today is going to be to write them in order from least to greatest, or in ascending order. Descending would be obviously going from greatest to least. We're not going to do that today. It would just be flipped around. We're going to focus on ascending order from least to greatest. So based on place value, we need to set up a little place value chart. We have the ones place first, then we have the tens place, then the hundreds, and then next we have the 1,000s place. So here's where my little comma would go. Make it a different color so you can see. All right, so now what we need to do is write down our three numbers that we have. So the first one, we have a 4 in the 1,000s place. We have 0, 6, and 8. That's one number. The next number is 4,608. Not 608, but 608. We want to save those ands for decimals when we get into 4th and 5th grade. And then the final number is 468. So here we have the 4 in the hundreds place, the 6 in the tens place, and the 8 in the ones place. Cool, so now what we can do is compare the values. We want to start with the largest value here, and that would be our 1,000s place. Here we have 4, 4, and nothing. So this one right here is going to be our lowest number, 468, because we don't have any thousands there. So we can say 468, semicolon. And now let's compare the values of the other ones. Moving to the hundreds place, we have 0 hundreds and 600s. So which one has a greater value? The 600s, right? Which means we're going to go ahead and take this one next. This would be our next largest number. 4,068 is smaller or less than 4,608. 4,068. See how these commas and semicolons are a little confusing. And finally, we can put that last value in there, 4,608. That would be a way to write it in ascending order from least to greatest. Now, typically, we want to encourage students to write this as a mathematical statement. So we can say that 468 is less than 4,068, which is less than 4,608. Cool, so that is how you compare using place value. You could also use place value blocks to model this out too. Okay, and then using a number line. Well, let's go ahead and draw a number line. So I know that my lowest is going to be 468. So what I'm going to do is map this out. Here's 0, and just kind of count by thousands. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, And let me give myself just a little more space to squeeze in a 5,000 there. That way I can just showcase my 4,000 range. All right, so looking at 468, this one right here, 468 would be between 0 and 1,000. It's almost, if this were the halfway point of 500, it would be just below that. So maybe like right here, and we can label it as 468 on the number line. So this one is good. All right, next we have 4,068. So that would be between 4,000 and 5,000. So 4,500 would be the halfway point right about in there. Let me zoom in so you can see. And 4,068 would be pretty close to 4,000. We didn't get too far with that. So it's going to be right here, 4,068. And then 4,608 would be right after 4,500, maybe about right there. And we could say that this one is 4,608. Okay, so now we can see again using a number line, 468 is less than 4,068, which is less than 4,608. So that is how you compare numbers using place value and a number line. I hope that you found this to be helpful today, and if you're looking for even more support with this skill and many other skills in 3rd grade, 4th grade, or 5th grade, stay tuned because I'm about to break down your next steps that you can take. I hope you found this episode to be helpful. If you did, please let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. It's an easy way to support the content that I bring to you for free on YouTube. If you're a teacher or a parent, especially in Florida, you'll definitely want to check out McCarthyMathAcademy.com. Here is where I offer fast math freebies, including a playlist of fast math-style problems and video lessons to support your teaching. For those ready to dive deeper, check out Taking on the Best, a monthly membership packed with video lessons, student guides, extra practice, error analysis videos, math tasks, mini assessments, and much more, which are all strategically aligned to Florida's best standards. With 3 levels, bronze, silver, and gold, you can choose the support that best fits your needs to promote student growth and skill mastery. Would you like to take Taking on the Best for a test drive? You can sample 1 standard per grade to find the right plan for you. Do that by simply requesting a free trial. And if you're gearing up for the final fast math assessment of the school year, definitely check out Taking on the Fast, a 15-day countdown series with video lessons and fast-style math problems. Start with a sneak peek of day 1, and when you're ready, you can make a one-time purchase. And if you're thinking about the gold plan for Taking on the Best, good news! Taking on the Fast is included in your membership. While many of my followers are in Florida, I know that there are teachers and parents everywhere looking for support. That's why I created McCarthy Math 155 with 155 video lessons for each grade level, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You can also sign up for a free trial to McCarthy Math 155 to explore it before signing up for a monthly membership. And finally, if you've enjoyed my math music videos on YouTube, you can also jam out to ad-free versions on my website. You can find all the links below, and please feel free to email me with any questions that you have. I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Until then, get out there and make the world a little bit brighter in your own special way. See you next time.